Hi Kev, what's your board game called?
The board game is called World Dominance.
What is the game all about?
It's a world theme. It's got strategy, it's got entertainment factors, and it's a tiny element of luck, but it's only in comparison to other games, it's just a little element is luck. So it's a world theme, but with the manoeuvres, it becomes quite strategic. It can do.
Would you say it was an educational game then, Kev?
I'd say it was educational because if you see the continent cards, because there's Europe on the board and there's so many places in Europe, so you will learn where places are, and it's been mapped out. So Europe is by European, North America is on North America and the world. So it is educational in that respect.
What made you come up with the concept?
The concept, I was playing Monopoly, and what we used to do is to speed it up the chances in community chess to make it a more strategic game, more entertaining for us. Like that £10 off each player. We would say take a card off an opponent of your choice. Like you could take Vine Street. So I started to speed Monopoly up to suit us. I thought, oh, I can develop my own concept here.
What's the market you're looking at?
I'm looking eventually at an international market, but the domestic market is now paramount because you've got to start what you know, and the market is from age range to 7 to adult, but I think it can sell quite well, judging on the comparison of in comparison to other games on the market.
How long in development?
It's been in development 28 years. 1987, I first started to come up with the concept, which it was cities at first, and I got countries at first, so I advanced into continents over 28 years. But I did shelve it for a few years, and then I'd come back to it, so I wasn't on it continued for 28 years, but I think 28 years had to elapse for it to come to fruition.
And your hopes for it in the future?
My hopes are that it'll sell and it'll be one of those originals like Cluedo, like Risk, and it will live for many years after I've gone.
Are you thinking just board game or other using other technology, computer games,
Oh yeah,
etc.?
definitely for computer because if you're playing on a machine, you're in Europe and you press a button and you have to answer the question right, and then you'll get Rome or Greenland. It'll come at random, and of course it is a concept. So I thought a little action man of the world dominator, because it's called world dominance as I've said, and theme it. The USP is different versions come out, and one will be real dominance featuring Antarctica, and there'll be a little Sasquatch doll, little furry white Sasquatch doll, which you're getting into the theme of the concept.
What makes your board game different to others out on the market at the moment?
I think the theme, I think that the mechanisms as they play, because the manoeuvres, you can even close an airspace down in Europe if you want to advance the strategy. So I could be after Europe and just need one card, and somebody can close the airspace so I can't take a European card. So there's all little tricks, there's mechanisms, there's little twists and turns. So that's what makes it stand out.
How many players can we have?
I'd say between 2 and 7. I'm keeping to the theme of 2 and 7 because the dice is marked 2 and 7, so you can throw lucky 7.
Excellent.